her. So he deleted the app. He did not know that in deleting his portion of the app, it didn't also delete Miss Foreman, and that she still had the ability to keep adding things onto the account on the app. So in January of this past year, when Mr. Foreman asked, how much money do I still owe? Miss Foreman very easily could have said, you owe $75, half of $150, because that's what he was outstanding. She could have said, oh, I added it into the app. Why don't you go look? But she didn't do any of that. She just didn't respond. And so then when he called his caseworker and the caseworker said, you're actually ahead $10, you can go ahead and claim Jack. He then told Miss Foreman, I'm going to go ahead and claim Jack. My caseworker says it's fine. She's like, no, you're still behind. She had the opportunity to tell him he was behind, but she didn't do it. And so he missed out on being able to claim his son on taxes over $75. And that's why we're asking for the clarification to make sure this doesn't happen again, so that Ms. Foreman has to give Mr. Foreman information. We're suggesting the 5th of the month that allows her to do any kind of medical expensing, to get any kind of copays, anything like that for an entire month, and gives her an additional 5 days to let him know, hey, in June, on July 5th, hey, the month of June, this is how much you owe for June. That way he understands, he knows, he doesn't get overwhelmed by the app. He's not using the app because, again, she was putting a lot of stuff in there that he didn't need to be responsible for in order to claim Jack on his taxes. So now that he hasn't been able to claim Jack on his taxes, he's behind by about $1,000 for this year. So we're not contending and we're not coming to court for anything that's owed in 2023 for him to be able to claim the children on the taxes for 2024. We're just saying what happened was, either it was either an accident or it was an oversight, but it shouldn't happen again, and he shouldn't miss the opportunity to claim his son on his taxes over $75. So we're just asking for clarification that she has to inform him once a month in writing that this is how much you owe, so this doesn't happen again. And we're also asking that the money that she got for the tax refund last year for claiming Jack goes to Mr. Foreman so that he can have that money and he can also be current on this year. Because that seems to be the holdup for him, is if he'd have gotten that tax refund, he wouldn't be so far behind this year. So that's what we're asking for, is a clarification that Ms. Foreman give back the money that she claimed for Jack this year on taxes, and also have a date that she needs to inform Mr. Foreman every single month of how much he owes, so he doesn't get behind like that again.
Ms. Holder, do you have an estimate as far as the dollar amount of the tax refund?
I do not. Ms. Foreman has not disclosed how much she got in the tax refund to us, and Mr.